The Foundation for Economic Freedom is an advocacy-based organization that strives for economic and political liberty through market-oriented reforms, secure property rights, consumer protection, and good governance. The Foundation puts these principles into practice through its various programs and campaigns. Studies show that economic freedom is a key ingredient for a nation's economic prosperity and meaningful democratic exercise. It is achieved when consumers and the public have the power to make their own economic and political choices. Ranking 61st out of 144 countries, the Philippines came in almost at the bottom half of the list. Although this is an improvement from the Philippines' 89th standing back in 2009, compared to its Asian neighbors Hong Kong, number 1, and Singapore, number 2, the Philippines clearly has a long way to go. A higher degree of economic freedom creates more opportunities and leads to prosperity and an improved quality of life. Market-oriented reforms are the best way to protect consumer and public rights by minimizing rent-seeking behavior. They also encourage competition among suppliers, which drives down prices and fosters innovation, leading to better products and services. Improved telecoms policy reform has led to the dismantling of the long-standing monopoly held by the Philippine Long-Distance Telephone Company, PLDT, on communication lines. This paved the way for robust competition in the local telecom sector and set the stage for rapid technological changes. Civil aviation reform has resulted in the opening of the market once dominated by Philippine Airlines. This has led to increased air access and a significant cut in travel costs, thus giving your common Juan de la Cruz more opportunities to travel for business or for pleasure, locally and abroad. FEF believes that a secure property rights regime is a critical ingredient for economic development. Unfortunately, the Philippines is a classic case of insecure property rights. Millions of these untitled lands translate to enormous dead capital, a staggering loss to the economy. FEF hopes to remedy this through the Property Rights for Economic Progress Project, or PREP. Launched with the help of the Asia Foundation and USAID, PREP aims to spread information that allows the awarding of residential titles through an administrative process, when before, it could only be issued by a judge. As a result, 7.8 million untitled residential lands in the country can now undergo an easier, cheaper, and quicker titling process. These newly titled lands can now enter the formal market economy. In addition to the economic benefits, the PREP also has political and social benefits. FEF recognizes that the residential landowners are the main stakeholders of the RA 10023 and so makes full use of the reach of local governance to spread awareness, educate, and create a dialogue with the concerned public. The Foundation also promotes good governance through its Property Rights for Economic Progress project by partnering with local government units and affiliated organizations. Through these core advocacies and the steadfast support of its members from the academe, media, business and finance community, as well as its local and international partners, the Foundation hopes to set in motion programs and campaigns that will enable the Philippines to achieve sustainable and inclusive growth, so that its citizens can begin enjoying a better quality of life much sooner than later, so that the country can start fulfilling its potential to be the world-class nation it truly is, and finally reclaim its place as a respected member in the global community of nations.